Welcome back to another episode of Black Wellness News, where wellness meets content. I'm your host, Mrs. Sprinkle of Wellness. In 2025, seasonal affective disorder, otherwise known as SAD, statistics show around 5% of U.S. adults are experiencing the full disorder, with many more, up to 40%, are having milder winter moods, deep fatigue, or increased sleep or eating, especially in the northern latitude and amongst women, with trends suggesting a consistent annual peak in research interest that symptoms around November as the days get shorter, according to the insight from AMA, PMA, and research analysts. Some common symptoms are fatigue, moodiness, increased sleep by 33%, sweet cravings, I'm having those, by 19%, and loss of interest. The primary cause for seasonal affective disorder is reduced sunlight exposure, affecting vitamin D levels, and circadian rhythms leading to depression. It's always good to be mindful of yourself, but if you need a little bit of help with your seasonal affective disorder, please check out one of my yoga videos. It is a 10-minute yoga flow for all individuals that are suffering from seasonal affective disorder. Let's get well together. And remember, people, the holiday seasons are coming up. And sometimes your seasonal affective disorder can be the cause of some irritability. So please try not to fight your family members and think about the reasoning and the purpose that you guys join together. Stay black, y'all. My future husband, Kilo Sway, has been in the gym lately. This has not been the first time that Kilo Sway, my husband, has been in the gym, but it appears that he is taking this go round in his recovery to weight loss very seriously. He's been posting more content, and he has this new, maybe better trainer. Let's get into this trainer. At Fun Size Fitness on Instagram, CEO seems to be a Black celebrity trainer and a nutritionist. So she's probably helping with those meal plans for my husband. And babe, don't forget about me. I need a meal plan too. And if you like to check her IG out, you can see Kilo Sway, my husband, and also many other clients that she is actually training. And I like to thank my baby Kilo for getting in the gym, changing his meal plan habits, and not taking the easy route, such as getting on Ozempic, because we all know it's making Black folks blind. Allegedly. And let me be mother freaking clear, okay? I'm keeping that same energy. Anybody who touches my man Kilo Sway from NowThatsTV has got to come see me first. Me! I fight for mine. And in the spirit of working out and Black folks staying healthy, BlueFace and Keke Palmer linked up to do some Pilates on a recent live stream. You can tell Keke Palmer has some experience in Pilates by the way she identified each cue for the poses while they were joining in the Pilates session together. And I love to see Black men work out, whether it's in the gym or putting your banana straight up in the air like BlueFace does. As long as you stay healthy and fit the right way, we can do this together. And in content creation news, TikTok signs a deal to sell U.S. assets to American investors, avoiding the banning of the TikTok app entirely. Deal finalized in January 2026. This means TikTok is coming to America, y'all. According to CNN, TikTok has signed an agreement to spin off its U.S. operations into a new joint venture backed primarily by American investors. according to memo from CEO Xiao Chu, obtained by CNN. While the end deal is not finalized, it marks a major step towards keeping the app available in the United States. The move forward follows the U.S. law requiring TikTok parent company ByteDance to divest most of the U.S. assets or face a ban. President Donald Trump delayed the enforcement of law while the negotiations continued. Under this agreement, a new TikTok U.S. entity will be formed. A collaboration of Oracle, Silver Lake, and MGX will own 50%. Affiliates existing ByteDance investors will hold just 30%, while ByteDance itself will retain 19.9%. TikTok plans to retain its algorithm using U.S. users' data and Oracle overseeing America data sources and the new venture handling U.S. content moderation. ByteDance will continue to manage global operations like e-commerce and advertising. The deal is expected to close January 22nd, 2026, depending on approval of U.S. and Chinese regulations. China has not yet confirmed its approval, which remains the key hurdle. I don't know. China don't want to give TikTok up. They want full control of what goes on in America, and it is what it is. We got a little bit of investors, but until China signs that deal, we're going to be monitored by the Chinese. And speaking of TikTok, congratulations to Keith Lee for winning TikTok Creator of the Year. Good job, black man. In politic news, Nicki Minaj joins Erica Kurt for a Q&A session at America Fest. Cut that. I don't get into politics. And honestly, Nicki Minaj said a whole bunch of nothing. Next subject. In black business news, Donald Trump reclassifies cannabis to a Schedule III drug. And if you're black, you may want to get into the cannabis business due to it becoming more socially acceptable and able to travel with minimal hiccups. U.S. President Donald Trump has signed an executive order reclassifying marijuana from a Schedule I controlled substance in the same category as heroin, the H word, oron, you do the math, bath salt, to a Schedule III controlled substance on many levels as prescription drugs, such as ketamine, and potentially paving a way for a future federal decriminalization and or legalization by Congress and the Drug Enforcement Administration. Now, long as black folks been puffing on that green, now you decide that there's a way that we could do it legally. You bet. Let's wait for that decriminalization and then I'll talk. I'm not going to talk until then, but I hope it's next. Get them people out that jail now. Thank you all again for joining Black Wellness News. If you like what you heard today, please like, share, comment, and subscribe. I'm your host again, Mrs. Sprinkle of Wellness, where wellness means content. See you next week. And what I've learned doing this content is that I need to bring my microphone from my neck down to here because I'm loud and I get passionate. Forgive me, y'all. I'm 40.